Hey, what's going on, YouTubers? This is Josh back once again with XBnPC, bringing you guys some news, kind of just a rant really about UWP in its current state and the fact that, yeah, it is still broken. Number of issues right now with UWP, everything from, VSync being forced to a lack of FreeSync and G-Sync support to get that frame tearing down. If you're not reaching that maximum refresh rate of your monitor. And even with VSync being enabled, just some really odd things happening right now with games from the Windows Store, from UWP games, like Gears of War Ultimate, like Rise of the Tomb Raider, Quantum Break. And yeah, I mean, those are three, big-time AAA games that just really, unfortunately, haven't met their potential on PC because of this UWP framework right now. It's kind of, going to have some teething pains in its infancy here with these first, kind of initial release batch of games. But, so I was just curious about this, and I thought to myself, well, this is pretty important for Microsoft, obviously. It's a big initiative for them to kind of have a larger overall ecosystem that includes not only Xbox One, but other devices that are UWP compatible, such as Windows 10 PCs, and just really not capitalizing on that audience right now has got to be hurting their business plan with that. So I looked into it a little bit. I just wanted to find you guys some hard facts here as far as, what Microsoft are saying in response to these concerns and when these fixes are going to be taking place here. So what I found is a couple weeks back, and I'll link these articles in the description for you guys if you want to check them out. Feel free to go down there and click and read them for yourselves. But the brief rundown is, yeah, a few weeks back, Phil Spencer saying, that we see these issues with Windows Store, Universal Windows Platform games, such as the forced VSync, such as, lack of SLI and Crossfire support, FreeSync and G-Sync being needing to be added, etc. And this is from Phil Spencer's mouth directly. He says that changes or fixes are actually inbound as early as May. So as early as next month, some of these issues, if not all of these main kind of primary issues, should be resolved, which is just freaking awesome. So I would say, hold on to these games for the time being. It's pretty tough to sell digital games anyway, which is kind of how most of this stuff is currently, but I wouldn't give up hope on these things. Hell, I wrote out on Batman Arkham Knight, waiting for the PC version of that game to get better for 6 months, and I trust Microsoft a lot more than I trust Warner Brothers Studio in terms of game development and sticking to their words. So I'm thinking Phil's going to be pretty spot on with this. I know that he has quite a bit of leverage to get things done, and I really believe that he is just battling for gamers 24/7 over there at Microsoft, no matter what platform they're on, whether it's Windows 10 or Xbox One or any of these other, UWP compatible devices, quote unquote, in the device family, the Microsoft ecosystem. So I think it's awesome that he is just kind of championing, all of our causes for us here as PC and Xbox gamers. I can't wait until a lot of these issues are resolved with the PC versions of these games, and a lot of these, really kick-ass games can get the quality level that they deserve on a platform that has the power to give them, So in the meantime, I'm enjoying these games on Xbox One. I played through Rise of the Tomb Raider. That game was 1080p. On the Xbox One, looked brilliant. It's a phenomenal experience to play through that game at least once. I'd highly recommend it. Gears of War Ultimate, I'm still playing on the Xbox One as my kind of preferred platform, just because of Xbox Live and the multiplayer there, dedicated servers. 1080p, 60 FPS on the Xbox One. I think it's 30 FPS in the campaign, but still, it just looks incredible on there. And then Quantum Break, of course, they did make some concessions to the resolution of shadows and lighting, etc. on there, kind of using some temporal anti-aliasing methods to kind of mix frames, etc. to get a higher looking resolution with that game. But the overall results, even next to the PC version, totally maxed out, look very, very, very good. So, this time I would say try and avoid those games on Windows Store. If you haven't already bought them, maybe wait for those patches to come down the pipeline and take care of you on the the PC side of things. But if you have already gotten those titles on PC, let's say you got one for free when you bought Quantum Break or what have you, I wouldn't give up hope on that yet. Changes should be coming here, very, very soon. Yeah, they're definitely worth it. I mean, these are some kick-ass games, and hopefully Microsoft will take care of these things in the near future, and they'll be ready for future releases to come out of the gate strong, as opposed to kind of this, like I say, initial teething pains here with this platform as a whole. But anyway, guys, yeah, I'll link these articles in the description. Again, you've got Phil Spencer kind of saying, these will be out as early as May. Another guy, Ronald, I believe, is one of their lead guys at Microsoft as well, quoting at GDC 2 weeks ago, saying these changes are on the way as well. So the link in the description. Check them out. Hope you guys are enjoying those games on Xbox One and PC regardless, but still some awesome games. So hope you guys are loving them, and look forward to those changes inbound soon. See you guys in the next one. Later.